Right, hello guys. You probably spotted I'm not in the Defender, I'm in a courtesy car. That's because I broke the Defender. We drove it all the way to Cornwall recently on a trip. Took us about 6 hours to get there. It was loud, bumpy, and it was great fun. But yeah, it decided to break at probably the furthest point we could possibly be from our house, right down near Land's End. But it didn't break properly, it just started making like a pinging sound. Defenders are clunky anyway, you kind of get used to them when you own one. Oh, this is 5 gears, sorry, I thought I had a 6th gear then. Yeah, you kind of just get used to all the noises they make. It's kind of part of the character of a Defender, or so I've brought myself to believe. But we were down in St Ives and it started making an additional clunky sound. This was more like a ping sound. It was like a high-pitched church bell sound, very strange. And obviously with the family with us and we're 5-6 hours from home, we're thinking, that's not good. The car still drove absolutely fine though, apart from this kind of pinging sound that only happened occasionally. It was kind of when you were laying off the accelerator, only very slowly when you're doing kind of 20-30 miles an hour in 2nd, 3rd gear. So there was definitely some kind of play or some bit of metal kind of catching or something. So I had a little search online to try and figure out what it could be, and it pointed towards it being the UJ on the prop shaft. Fortunately, it got us home absolutely fine. I think you only notice it when you're changing gear and when there's a bit of play in the prop shaft, when you kind of, you know, on and off the throttle. So if you're sitting on a motorway at 60-70, then you're not really going to notice it, and it did get us home absolutely fine. But once it got back, we got it booked into Challenger ASAP, and the guys there have just been taking a look at it. The car is all fixed, it's been sorted. Literally just on my way back down to Challenger to pick it up and do the swap over from this courtesy car. It amazes me how light the clutches are in modern cars. It's non-existent, honestly. If you have a Defender, you just get used to having the equivalent of like a concrete block attached to the clutch pedal. It's just such a heavy clutch. I know you can get loft springs and stuff, but you just get used to it and you kind of forget about it. It's only when you drive that's close. It's only when you drive in a new modern car that you realise just how heavy the clutches are in Defenders. Right, so we're just about to pull up at Challenger 4x4 now. The yard is normally absolutely full to the brim with Defenders and Range Rovers. We might find parking, but we'll see. Back in the Defender, it's so loud and the clutch is so heavy. You honestly forget going from such a little modern car where the clutch is just so light. It was the rear prop shaft UJ that had worn, needed changing. That's all done, and yeah, there's one less clunk to worry about now. So next on the list is probably going to be the anti-roll bars, because this, when you go into a corner, as you'll see, it's very wadey, very wallowy. If you upgrade the anti-roll bars, the rears and the fronts, to heavy duty ones, just basically does what it says in the tin. It reduces the roll, so it will handle a bit better. I think I might tie that in with putting some Alive tuning sports springs on it. I know it's a Defender, but I use it on the road a lot, and it's not so much about the handling, it's actually more to do with the fact that it lowers the car by about 1 inch, which means I can get it into multi-story car parks. I can use it more, because currently it's just ever so slightly too high at the back, and I'm fed up putting sacks of cement in or taking the pressure out of the tyres just to be able to get into a multi-story. So yeah, that's definitely fixed it. There's now no pinging sound, so that's one less thing to worry about with this car now. I'm sure because it's a Defender there'll be more stuff that's going to go wrong with it but that's just part of Defender ownership. Oh, he waved! I went early on that one and he waved at me. I'm waving at you, but just to say thank you. That was a Defender. He had LED lights, so I thought it was a safe wave, and it was a full wave. He had his window down and he waved at me out the window. That's made me very happy, that has. So keep a lookout for my next video, which will probably involve upgrading the anti-roll bars and the springs. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you again soon.